My name is Ellis McKinney, and I'm the Assistant Director of Visitor Services here at the Walker. John is a gallery monitor who applied for a position here, and he's in a wheelchair. And so it presented us with a new challenge. So it was really great to have the leader of the gallery monitors and myself kind of problem solve what would be the best space, how would we work best with him, because he's an amazing individual, and immediately it was identified that we wanted him on staff. So we've discovered that it's really wonderful to have him in the lobby galleries as a greeter, and he can be relatively static, and then we don't have any problems with, he expressed concern that he might not be able to stop someone from touching art quickly enough because he's in a motorized wheelchair. And so we've got him in a space where the art is, if it's touched, it's not the end of the world. We had to buy some adaptive devices for our radios so that he could be on radio with the rest of the guard staff. And it was a really fun thing for us to work together to research what was the right product for him specifically. And it just opened up the dialogue between all of us. And having John on our staff, working in the lobby, in the front lines, in the gallery, in a wheelchair, I think it communicates a really important message to the public. I think that what we as staff have gotten out of it from having to, John needs help putting his coat on and off every time he arrives at the museum. John needs help putting on his headphones every time he comes in and starts his shift. So colleagues of his as gallery monitors help him get his radio all geared up and make sure that everything is in place, help him get his badge on. So I think that within our staff, we've noticed it the most and felt the most positive effects of it, which are just kind of being a good person and helping someone out and getting that satisfaction of working with someone who has a different set of abilities and a different set of talents. But he is such an amazing greeter in the lobbies, partly because of his personality. He approaches people all the time. He loves children, and so I don't know that people would feel like I need to say it's great that you have someone in a wheelchair in your lobby, but I know that feeling exists based on having my staff behind the front desk and just interacting with people. I think it communicates a really important message. This is another thing, I almost forgot about this. Our old lift was from 1971. It was awful. So we get to the point of where we decide we're going to invest $200,000 in a new lift, and then we had John on our staff to try it out for us before we even opened up to the public, and he volunteered to try it and say if it was improved from the last time, and he became an internal focus group. And he worked with us on how we created signage in the space to make it functional. So it was just a really good thing to have someone on staff who gives us that internal, free, open staff impression of whether or not this is a good thing or not.